Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to English class. How are you? I think you are fine. In the previous class, we have started the story of Vaikam Muhammad Bashir, the rightful inheritors of the earth. Only some we have taken in the previous class. Let me ask you some questions based on the portions I have taken in the previous class. I think you understood that class well. Okay, try to answer for these questions. Why did the author feel happy? Why did Bashir feel happy? He felt happy because he became the owner of a tiny land of this wide earth. Then the author spoke about trespassers. Correct? Who were the trespassers? Who were the trespassers? Yes, the trespassers were birds, butterflies, crows, hawkbird, then mongoose, fox, rats, and a cobra too. They were the trespassers. Who arrived first in others' land? Who arrived first in others' land? Who arrived first? Yes, the birds and butterflies arrived in Bashir's land first. Why did Bashir call birds and butterflies trespassers? Why did Bashir call so? Because they entered his land without his permission. And one cobra also have in this paragraph. How did the author describe cobra? Yes, a fierce creature without paws or wings. A fierce creature without paws or wings. Up to here, we have taken in the previous class. Let's continue. Okay. Take your textbook. My wife said, the jackfruit has ripened. Squirrels and crows are feasting on it. The guavas and mangoes. Birds and bats are eating up everything. My wife said, the jackfruit has ripened. Ripened means നല്ല പഴുത്ത ഭാഗമായിട്ടുണ്ട്. Squirrels and crows are feasting on it. The guavas and mangoes. Birds and bats are eating up everything. They are not getting anything. Everything eaten by birds and bats. But that's the beauty of it, I replied. But that's the beauty of it. God has created variety of things in this universe. Fruits, edible roots, grass, grain, flowers, water, air, warmth, and light. God has created variety of things in this universe. What are the things God created here? Fruits, edible roots, grass, grain, flowers, water, air, warmth, and light, and everything created by God. Now, while we are the owners of this land, without a doubt, the birds, bees, reptiles and insects too have a right to these things. That means now, while we are the owners of these lands, ഇപ്പോ ഈ ലാൻഡിന്റെ ഓണേഴ്സ് നമ്മളാണെങ്കിൽ now we are the owners of this land, no doubt. The birds, beasts, reptiles and insects too have the right to these things. നമുക്ക് ഈ ഭൂമിയിൽ ഉള്ള അവകാശം പോലെ എല്ലാ അവകാശങ്ങളും ആ ജീവികൾക്കുമുണ്ട്. Just we have. God has made them for all the creatures. And we had better remember that occasionally. God has made them for all the creatures, not only for human beings, not only for us. God has created a variety of things in this universe for all the creatures. And we had better remember that occasionally. Occasionally means vallapozhum. We should remember that. What we want to remember? Yes, all the things created by God, not only for human beings, for all the creatures in the earth. Are you saying rats have a right as well? My wife asked. They don't seem to think we humans have any. They go about as though the earth belongs to them, she said. So we go around killing them. Wife advised him, kill every creature or every birds, butterflies, rats, and everything in their land should kill them. She advised. How sad that we kill rats to let our own life undisturbed. What we need is a new scientific way of living, a new way that helps us to live without killing any living creature. Bashir thought that is very, very cruel manner. If the rats are not disturbing us, no need to kill them. But his wife advised him to kill every creature in their land. And we want a new scientific way of living. പുതിയൊരു രീതി വേണം ജീവിക്കാൻ. എങ്ങനത്തെ ആയിരിക്കണം? That help us to live without killing any living creature. That is the wish of Bashir. Bashir wishes so. No need to kill any living creatures in the universe. But even though we want to live without killing any living creature. Anyway, I had no taste for killing rats or anything else. Bashir said to his wife, anyway, I had no taste for killing rats or anything else. Well, that was so. However, I had to do something soon about our coconuts. Bashir said that I have no taste of killing anything, any living creatures in the universe. But they want a new way of living, or they want to solve their problem. They want to find out a remedy for their problem. What was their problem? The rats and other birds are eating their jackfruit, coconuts, their guavas, their mangoes, everything eaten by them. Bashir and his wife are not getting anything. So they want to find out a remedy for this. We needed them. They form a part of our daily food. They need coconut because it formed a part of their daily food. But what could I do? I wondered. ഇതിന് എന്താണ് ഒരു solution? He wondered. While I was still wondering, my wife decided to take things into her own hands one day. She went shopping for 2 hours and bought many things. One was a large tin of rat poison. The poison was mixed with bananas, rice, tapioca, and left everywhere in the compound. In 4 days, 5 hens, 12 squirrels, 200 rats, and a cat disappeared. So Bashir was thinking for a remedy of it. But before that, his wife trying to handle the problem. She went shopping for 2 hours and bought many things. What are the things she bought? One was a large tin of rat poison for killing the birds, rats, and everything in their compound. The poison was mixed with bananas, rice, tapioca, and left everywhere in the compound. അരിയിലും ടാപ്പിയോക്കയിലൊക്കെ ആഡ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് കോമ്പൗണ്ടിൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആ സ്ഥലത്ത് അവിടെ ഇവിടെ ഒക്കെ ആയിട്ട് വിതറി. Within 4 days, 5 hens, 12 squirrels, 200 rats, and a cat disappeared. 4 ദിവസം കൊണ്ട് ഇത്രയും ജീവികൾ അപ്രത്യക്ഷമായി. Because of rat poison. Whose idea was that? That was the idea of Bashir's wife. But the tender coconuts went on falling. Everyone now accused the owls. They pecked at the tender coconuts. 4 days before or some days before, they were accusing rats. They thought rats were the problem. But after death of some rats, again the tender coconuts went on falling. It was continuing falling. Then now they accused the owls. Ipara karanakare owls. They pecked at the tender coconuts. A few months later, however, the real culprits were found out. The bat. കുറച്ച് മാസങ്ങൾക്ക് ശേഷം ശരിയായ കുറ്റവാളി, റിയൽ കൾപ്രിറ്റ് മീൻ യഥാർത്ഥ കുറ്റവാളി പുറത്തു വന്നു. Who was that? It was bat. Bat. After dusk, huge bats came in swarms and flew straight to the palms where the tender coconut hung. Clinging to the outer coverings of the coconut, they gnawed into them from the softest sides at the top. When they had cut through the canal within, they sucked out the sweet, nourishing water stored inside and flew away satisfied. They came in swarms. കൂട്ടത്തോടെ പറന്നു വരും. എന്നിട്ട് എന്ത് ചെയ്യും അവര്? They clinging to the outer coverings of the coconuts, they gnawed into them from the softest sides at the top. തുളയ്ക്കും. ചെറിയ ഈ ഇളനീരിന്റെ പാകത്തിലെത്തിയ കോക്കനട്ട്സിന്റെ മുകളിൽ പോയിട്ട് നന്നായിട്ട് അവർ തുളയ്ക്കും. എന്നിട്ട് എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? When they had cut through the canal within, they sucked out the sweet, nourishing water stored inside and flew away. അതിന്റെ ഉള്ളിലൂടെ അവര് അതിന്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ നല്ല മധുരമുള്ള ആ വെള്ളം മുഴുവൻ കുടിച്ച് പറന്നു പോകും. സാറ്റിസ്ഫൈഡ്, തൃപ്തിയോടുകൂടി പറന്നു പോകും. Let's buy a gun, said my wife. We can shoot the bats, the foxes, and the polecats with it. That was another idea of his wife. She decided to buy a gun. Then, if we have a gun, we can shoot the bats, the foxes, and the polecats with it. Not me, I said. But she said, not me. Guns should never have been invented. But alas, a few days later, my wife's cousin turned up with a grim-looking gun. But after some days, his wife's brother or cousin came there with a gun. Grim-looking gun means very serious gun. കണ്ടാ തന്നെ പേടി തോന്നുന്ന ഒരു ഗണ്ണുമായി വന്നു. He said, nearly 3,000 coconuts are destroyed every day. These bats are the pests, but there is no point in shooting bats down at this spot. On a little islet nearby stands an old temple. Next to it grow a pair of banyan trees. You can see at least 3,000 bats hanging on the twigs of the banyan trees. I am going to kill them all. Nearly 1,000 coconuts are destroyed. So bats are the pests. But here there is no point to shooting the bats. So do one thing. Nearby, stand on an old temple nearby an islet. What is meant by islet? Small island. That's island. New island. A little islet nearby stands an old temple. Near the temple, there grow a pair of banyan trees and thousands of bats hanging on the twigs of the banyan trees. So we can go and kill them. We can go and shoot them. I prayed fervently, "Oh bats, save your lives." When heard this, Bashir became very sad and he prayed fervently, means he prayed God. വളരെ ശക്തമായി ദൈവത്തോട് പ്രാർത്ഥിച്ചു. "Oh bats, save your lives." It was astonishing. It was surprising. It was a miracle. The bats were saved. My wife and her cousin came back in about 2 hours' time looking really scared. My wife said, "We just managed to escape narrowly. There are some houses around the temple." After 2 hours, they went for shooting the bats near the temple. But after some hours, his wife and cousin came, looking really scared, and said, "We just managed narrowly. There are some houses around the temple." When we arrived at the place, 100 people with weapons surrounded us within minutes. They looked menacing. If we shot at the bats, they said they would kill us. When we reached there, some people gathered with weapons and they said, "If you shoot the bats, we will kill you." They told them like that. Do you know why? They believe that bats are the souls of their ancestors. Do you know why they said so? Because they said bats are the souls of their ancestors. Ancestors means മുൻഗാമികൾ അല്ലേ? നമ്മുടെ മുൻഗാമികളുടെ ആത്മാക്കളാണ് ബാറ്റ്സ് എന്നാണ് അവര് പറയുന്നത്. So Bashir became so relaxed because the bats saved. I took a decision. Then I said firmly, "Bats are no ancestors of ours, but they are among God's countless creations. Let the coconut be destroyed. That doesn't matter. Let us be satisfied with what is left after they have taken their share. They certainly have a right to the coconut. All living beings are the rightful inheritors of the earth." But she said, "Bats are no ancestors of ours, but they are among God's countless creation." ദൈവത്തിന്റെ അനേകം സൃഷ്ടികളിൽ ഒന്നാണ് ബാറ്റ്സ്. Let the coconut be destroyed. That doesn't matter. Let us be satisfied with what is left after they have taken their share. കോക്കനട്ട് കഴിക്കട്ടെ, അവരെടുത്തോട്ടെ. അവരെടുത്തതിന്റെ ബാക്കി ഷെയർ മാത്രം നമുക്ക് മതി. That is a big thing. They certainly have a right to the coconut. All living beings are the rightful inheritors of the earth. Okay, this is the story of Vaika Muhammad Bashir. From the story, what did you understand? All living beings are the rightful inheritors of the earth. The earth is not only for human beings, for all creatures, plants, animals, birds, butterflies, and variety of things. God has created variety of things in this universe. Therefore, all creatures, not only for one or two. So, don't kill any creatures if they are not disturbing you. Okay. Then read the textbook well and find out the new word and find out its meanings also and write that into your English notebook. Read the textbook 4 or 5 times and try to understand. If you have any doubt, ask me. Then let's meet in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.